In this video, I will explain the exciting development of film, from the first moving pictures to modern blockbusters. We will take a look at the most important milestones and innovations that shaped cinema. At the end of the 19th century, film was invented. The Lumiere brothers from France showed the first short films in 1895, such as Workers Leaving a Factory. These films had no sound and were black and white. People were amazed because they saw moving images for the first time. In the 1910s and 1920s, silent films became increasingly popular. Actors like Charlie Chaplin made funny movies without words. Music was played live in the theater to support the mood. The stories were simple, so everyone could understand them. In 1927, the film The Jazz Singer was released, the first with sound. Suddenly, audiences could hear the actors' voices. This was a huge change for the film world. Many silent film stars lost their jobs because their voices didn't fit. In the 1930s, the first films were shot in color. The Wizard of Oz from 1939 is a famous example. Colors made films more vivid and exciting. But many movies remained black and white for a long time because color was expensive. In the United States, Hollywood and California became the center of the film world. Large studios like Disney and Warner Bros. Emerged there. They produced films shown worldwide. Hollywood stars like Marilyn Monroe became superstars. During World War II, from 1939 to 1945, films often served as propaganda. They were meant to encourage people to fight for their country. But there were also funny movies to distract people. After the war, films became happier again. The 1950s are considered the golden age of Hollywood. Films like Singin' in the Rain were huge hits. Large screens and better technology made cinema special. Many classics come from this time. In the 1950s, many people got televisions at home. Cinema suddenly had competition. To keep audiences, films added more special effects and big stories. Television showed smaller, simpler programs. In the 1960s, films became bolder and more creative. Movies like Easy Rider showed young people and new lifestyles. Directors experimented with wild camera moves and music. It was a time full of changes in cinema. The 1970s marked the beginning of the blockbuster era. Steven Spielberg's Jaws in 1975 was a mega success. Such films earned a lot of money and had huge advertising. Cinema became a major event. In 1977, Star Wars was released and revolutionized the film world. The space story with cool effects thrilled everyone. It was the start of huge film franchises. Fans still line up for it today. In the 1980s, people loved action films with stars like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Movies like Die Hard had explosions and strong heroes. Funny films like Back to the Future were also very popular. It was a colorful time in cinema. With new computers, effects became more realistic in the 1980s. Films suddenly looked real. Terminator 2 in 1991 showed what technology could do. This drew even more people to theaters. In the 1990s, films with strong emotions appeared, like Titanic in 1997. The story of love and drama moved many to tears. Such films broke box office records. It was a time of big screen feelings. Disney had hits in the 90s like The Lion King. Pixar also emerged with Toy Story in 1995, the first fully computer-animated film. Children and adults loved these colorful stories. Animation became huge. Alongside big films, the 90s also saw small, creative works. Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction was one such hit. These films had new ideas and low budgets. Young directors became famous. In the 2000s, superhero films took off, like Spider-Man in 2002. Comics turned into huge cinematic adventures. New heroes appeared every year. Fans couldn't get enough. With three-dimensional films like Avatar in 2009, cinema became even more exciting. You felt like you were inside the film. Cameras also became smaller and better. Films looked more realistic than ever. In the 2010s, platforms like Netflix appeared. Suddenly, you could stream films at home. Cinema faced new competition, but blockbusters stayed big. Many people watched both cinema and streaming. The Marvel Cinematic Universe became huge in the 2010s. Films like Avengers Endgame in 2019 broke all records. The stories were connected. Fans eagerly awaited every installment. In the 2010s, people wanted more diverse heroes. Films like Black Panther in 2018 featured black superheroes. Women also got stronger roles, like in Wonder Woman. Cinema became more colorful and diverse. With TikTok and YouTube, very short films appeared in the 2020s. Young people made small clips themselves and became stars. This was very different from big cinema. Now anyone could be a filmmaker. In the 2020s, films experimented with virtual reality glasses. You could feel like you were inside the movie. It was still new, but many found it cool. The technology kept improving. Films in the 2020s often addressed topics like the environment and climate change. Stories warned about the future or showed solutions. Viewers were encouraged to think. Cinema became more serious. Today, filmmakers use artificial intelligence to create effects. The technology can even change faces or invent scenes. This saves time and money, but some say it takes away the art. In the 2020s, many old films returned, like Top Gun Maverick in 2022. People loved seeing their favorite stories again. It was like a big reunion. Nostalgia was a huge theme. Films from other countries became more popular in the 2020s. South Korea's Parasite won an Oscar in 2020. Thanks to streaming, people watched movies from all over the world. Hollywood was no longer alone. Despite streaming, people still go to the cinema in 2025. Big screens and sound are simply special. Films as events attract crowds. Cinema lives on. Today, fans influence films through social media. They say what they want, and studios listen. Some films even change their story because of fans. Viewers are now part of the game. No one knows exactly how films will evolve. Maybe there will be more virtual reality, or even holograms. Technology will keep getting wilder and more creative. One thing is certain, films will remain exciting.